endless fatigue after 60. Then pay attention, because what I'm about to tell you could change the course of your life. If you're waking up feeling broken, even after sleeping, if any walk leaves you breathless, or if you feel like you're losing strength a little more each week, this isn't just age. It's your body begging for help before it completely breaks down. And when it breaks down, there's no warning. One day you get up slowly, the next you can't get up at all. And that's when the nightmare begins. Depending on others, even to bathe you. Waiting for someone to help you sit up. Seeing food and not being able to bring it to your mouth. This isn't an exaggeration. It's what I see in my office every month. And it all starts with a simple flaw most people ignore. A daily detail that seems trivial but silently drains your energy. Today you'll discover what this flaw is and what you need to change today to prevent this fatigue from turning into total dependence. Stay until the end because I'll show you what to do to regain your strength, your autonomy, and prevent this warning from becoming a foregone conclusion. Many people spend their lives hearing that fatigue after 60 is normal. Oh, it's just age, they say. That's just how it is when you get old. But let me tell you a truth nobody talks about. Not all fatigue is normal, and it's almost never just age. When your body is constantly weak without the energy to do the simplest things, like sweep the house, prepare lunch, or take a walk around the block, that's not natural aging. It's a silent alarm. The human body warns you, but it warns you silently. And that silence can be costly, because what starts with a simple, "Oh, I'm a bit tired today," can turn into, "I can't get out of bed without help anymore." And at that point, reversing the situation is much harder. So when you feel this constant fatigue, don't accept it as normal. Your body is asking for help. The question is, will you listen or will you wait for it to completely shut down? Now pay attention to this. There's a small mistake most of my patients over 55 make every day without realizing it. And this mistake seems so harmless, so common, that almost no one suspects it. But it's draining your energy, little by little. I'm talking about the wrong combination of diet plus morning routine. People who wake up and go straight for coffee and bread, or who skip breakfast and only eat later. This breaks your metabolism, deregulates your glucose, and leaves you in a state of slow breakdown. You spend the day functioning at half capacity, and you don't even know why. Not to mention the vitamins your body no longer absorbs properly as you age. Even eating well, you might be malnourished inside. The result? Your body starts shutting down functions. It conserves energy. And this conservation, you feel as fatigue, weakness, discouragement. But nobody tells you. Because this flaw doesn't show up in routine exams. It shows up in your daily life, in your fatigue, in your face, and the worst part, the longer you ignore it, the harder it is to recover what's been lost. Most people don't even imagine. But the way you start your day could be killing your energy before lunch even comes around. Remember that quick breakfast made in a hurry? Just a little bread with margarine and black coffee? It seems harmless. But for those over 55, it's a trap. This type of meal causes a blood sugar spike, followed by a sharp drop. You start the day energized for half an hour, and soon after, the blackout comes. Fatigue, shakiness, drowsiness, lack of focus, and sometimes even dizziness. And then age gets the blame. But the real cause might be on your plate. A wrong breakfast harms your metabolism, increases the risk of type 2 diabetes, and slowly drains your strength every single day. And the worst part is that many think they're eating well, but they're not nourishing their body. They're just filling their stomach. You sleep 7, 8, even 9 hours a night, and still wake up feeling like you've been hit by a truck. This happens to more people than you imagine. And the truth is harsh. Sleeping doesn't guarantee rest. After 55, the body undergoes changes that affect sleep quality, even if you don't notice. Mild apnea, silent reflux, decreased melatonin production. All of this disrupts deep sleep, which is where the body truly recovers. The result? You wake up tired, and this fatigue becomes routine. One day you realize you can only function after 2 cups of coffee, the next, tea. You're dragging your feet all day long, and still wondering, am I sick or is it just old age? But it's not sickness, and it's not normal either. It's a sign that your body is sleeping, but not recovering. And this, my friend, has a solution, but only if you find out as soon as possible. It might seem trivial, but it's much more serious than it appears. Most of my patients over 60 don't drink enough water, not intentionally. Sometimes they forget. Other times they're afraid of going to the bathroom too often. But what almost no one knows is that mild, constant dehydration weakens the entire body. Lack of water reduces oxygen flow in the blood. Your muscles receive less nutrition. Your brain loses clarity, and fatigue becomes part of your day. That feeling of always being slow, disheartened, disconnected might have started with a simple glass of water less every day. And yes, this even affects your blood pressure, blood sugar, your digestion. Seems like nonsense. It's not. I've seen people regain vitality just by correcting their hydration. Sometimes the missing energy isn't in a pill, it's in the right glass at the right time. Many people think muscles are only for strength, but muscles are your body's engine, and after 55, muscle loss accelerates much faster than you imagine. Remember that heaviness you feel in your legs, that weakness in your arms, the difficulty standing for too long? That's your body crying for help. When you lose muscle mass, even basic tasks become an effort. Getting out of bed, climbing a step, putting on pants. Everything requires more energy, and the more effort you make with less muscle, the more tired you get. It's a cruel cycle. You get tired, you rest too much, you lose more muscle, you get even more tired. And before you know it, you're avoiding leaving the house and depending on others. But this can be avoided. There are simple ways to preserve and even regain muscle mass after 60. But the longer you wait to act, the harder it gets to turn back. This is a common and dangerous mistake. People say, "But I eat right, doctor, rice, beans, meat, vegetables," and yet they remain weak, tired, without strength or will. What happens is that after 55, your digestive system changes. Stomach acid production decreases. Consequently, nutrient absorption also drops. What you eat doesn't properly reach where it needs to go. Iron, B12, proteins, magnesium, vitamin D, all of this might be passing right through. The body is being fed, but it's not being nourished. And without nourishment, it slowly shuts down. First comes the fatigue, then muscle loss, then your mind starts to fail. All because of an intestine that no longer does its job as before. The good news is that this can be corrected, but you need to investigate the cause and adjust your eating habits, because just eating more won't solve it. Now that you understand what's behind this endless fatigue, it's time to stop accepting it as part of aging. Because it's not. Constant fatigue is not normal. Loss of strength, discouragement, weakness in the legs, all of this can be reversed. But the longer you wait to act, the harder it gets. What today seems like just annoying tiredness could tomorrow turn into a bed, a cane, a wheelchair, and I'm not here to scare you, I'm here to tell you that you can still change this destiny. Correct small flaws, improve your diet, replenish what your body needs, sleep better, regain energy, and live with dignity. But this won't happen on its own. The choice is yours. Wait for your body to break down, or start today to turn this game around. What you just heard isn't theory, it's what happens every day to thousands of people over 60, people who only realized they were getting weak when it was already too late. But now you know. You understand that this fatigue isn't laziness. It's not normal. It's not just age. It's your body crying for help. And if you ignore it, it will start shutting down, part by part. But if you act now, there's still time. Time to regain your strength, your independence, your joy of living. So listen to me. Like this video, share it with someone who's also tired all the time, and subscribe to the channel. Because every week I bring information here that can save you from a bed and give you back the active life you deserve. You don't have to accept living weak. You just need to know where to start, and now you already know.